Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting for you. I'm going to call the meeting for okay, Dawn is ready enough here. Okay, roll call, Tammy. Here. Jeremy.
Yes.
Angie. Yes. Jim.
Yes.
And I'm here. Okay, Ben.
I don't really have much this month. Somebody asked me, I think it was maybe at a meeting, about the cost if the village signed a contract with the sheriff. I talked to the sheriff and he said it kind of really depends on what we want to do. He's not interested in doing a contract where he enforces all the ordinances and stuff like that, but he's open to doing a contract which would be cheaper, where they just do routine patrol, and it would be either every day or a couple times a day at random times. So he said, if you want me to look into that, we can put something together if you want to put it on the agenda for next month.
Okay.
So I talked to him, he's interested, but I thought I'd at least run it by you and see if you wanted to do anything further.
Okay, yeah.
Do that?
Yeah, because I think I visited with him about.
Okay.
Because people had said, some board members said check in and see. And he said no, he didn't want to do ordinances, but he has to go in front of the commissioners. They have to present all this to the commissioners for approval. Is that right?
Well, he can do the contract, and if he agrees with it, then the commissioners are going to be on board with it, because it's more money into the county.
Yeah.
But it's just been my experience that towns and villages that actually have the increased presence, it's actually really helped clean everything up.
Well, we were in it at one time.
Right. So I think it's something to look into, but I just wanted to run it past you first, so I'll go ahead and talk to him. That's all I've got.
Okay, thanks, Ben. Lagoon project, let's move on to that. Phone contract, gonna go to yours.
Yeah, I went,
with them.
when I was in there, I paid them $101 for a year, and which is a lot cheaper than the monthly. And she says that way I don't have to come in every month and pay that phone. You got to go into the office in Fairbury.
Okay.
So it's for a year, and I just need to register the phone online. And if we get, we get calls into it or something, then it's $1.99 for that day. So if we don't get a call for a year, there's no extra fees. Okay. So it's a lot better.
Okay.
For me and for
the people
running to town. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then the loan closing.
That will be the week of the 20th sometime, and it's just basically Marge and myself signing the final papers to close out the loan with the bank, with the USDA. They'll be down, and then and I've got the letter from Ben to hand to them, and just about everything else ready for when Janice can be down here the week of the 20th sometime. Okay. And I'll work that out with Marge. So then we should be done with the project, done with First National.
Okay. Okay, Alan, you have some reports for us?
Yes, I do. First of all, I'm kind of glad we built the lagoons as big as we did. With all the flooding and stuff we had, we pumped over 1 million gallons in the month of June into the lagoons. They're made to hold right at 8 feet of water, both. I've got a little over 5 feet in one, and I'm about 4.5 in the other 4 foot. We were probably pumping a little over 300,000 gallons of water, and a lot of this came from what wasn't slip lined. And a lot of these Johnson services slip lined a lot of lines down, especially in the floodplain area. And this is basically what they call a 100-year flood. And we got a lot of infiltration from upstream. But the lagoons, everything seems to be doing well. Like I said, I'm glad that everything is, everything's functioning well. All I can say is we pump a lot of water and stuff. So, anybody got any questions?
What kind of warranty do they have? Now, all this water went through the big pump up there, that up here in May's backyard.
Right.
So what kind of a warranty do we have on that pump if it's an excessive amount goes through?
They've got a year warranty, and see, we're down to under 10,000 a day, which is pretty normal.
But in events like that, you know, if it would malfunction, we'd be in trouble.
Well, we've got what we call a trash pump. And
Okay.
if they would have set up a generator system there to, if the power would go out, we could use a generator. But we've got a trash pump, and Jeremy has used it before. We'd hook it up to go into the cell and go over and be able to pressure feed it into the lagoon, so.
Okay.
No. Any more questions? Answers? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Al. The sewer ordinance and include sewer department lien. There's ordinance to do with the attachment of USDA to that. And I think you're down here with my copy.
It's ordinance 153.
Okay, you got it marked.
This is what
We
is
have
added.
to. Okay. Jeremy, I always look at you to read.
The rest of the ordinance is going to stay the same. USDA wanted us to add Section 8, Municipal Sewer Department lien. In addition to all other remedies, if a customer shall for any reason remain indebted to the municipality for sewer service furnished, such amount due together with any rents and charges in arrears shall be considered a delinquent sewer rent, which is hereby declared to be a lien upon the real estate for which the same was furnished. The municipal clerk shall notify in writing or cause to be notified in writing all owners of premises or their agents whenever their tenants or lessees are 60 days or more delinquent in the payment of sewer rent. It shall be the duty of the municipal clerk on the first day of June of each year to report to the governing body a list of all unpaid accounts due for sewer service together with description of the premise served. The report shall be examined and if approved by the governing body shall be certified by the municipal clerk to the county clerk to be collected as a special tax in the manner provided by law.
Okay, we'll need to go ahead and add this part to that, and we probably should send the 3 readings on it to get on the books, so.
I'll move to pass ordinance number 153.
You gotta move
No,
to suspend.
Or
suspend.
Yeah.
move to, I'll move to suspend the 3 readings on ordinance 153.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the 3 readings on ordinance 153, is that correct? Any other discussion pertaining to that? Tammy? Yes. Jeremy?
Yes.
Angie? Yes. Jim?
Yes.
And yes. Okay.
I make a motion. for
And then I'll move that we have final passage on ordinance 153.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to have the final passage of ordinance 153 to be added to the municipal sewer department pertaining to lien. Tammy? Yes. Jeremy?
Yes.
Angie? Yes. Jim?
Yes.
Yes. This carries and will be effective to be added to that for USDA satisfaction. Unicorn Company, the audit quote. Donna has a quote from Dana L. Cohen Company for to do the, okay, this would be called the government awning standards. I'm just needing for something else here. But there would be $5,270 to do the audit. And, is there, additional fee if something
No.
should come up here?
Well,
Yeah.
It's, the audit fee is $4,070, and they have to do a single audit, A-133, and that's $1,200. That's because of the over 500,000 of federal funds,
Okay.
for a total of 5,270. And if they're, okay, this is, if a matter developed into the preparation of a report, budget, plan, or research, it would be billed at our normal rates of the individuals involved of $75 to $210 per hour. But that wouldn't be on this audit. That would be if they were doing the budget
Okay,
and other
the budget
things.
for us, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so, any other questions about this? That's satisfactory, vote on that, let you guys look it over. That's what we're doing the audit this fall. Or not this fall,
Yeah,
it's
we'll do it
soon.
this fall,
Well, this fall, I guess. Yeah.
after the end of
After the end
September.
of the fiscal year, yeah. Things if you want to call it,
And that, if there is grant money left, it will pay for the audit,
Okay.
if there's any left,
Okay.
as long as it's done by the end of the year.
So any that's left will apply to it.
Right,
Mhm.
yeah. If they only had 2,000, they would apply it to that.
Where is, where's this company out of?
Beatrice,
Beatrice, okay.
Superior Beatrice, Crete, I believe.
Okay. Okay. That looks satisfactory to you folks, let's go ahead and, let's put it, go the way we accept this company to do our.
Make a motion to accept the audit quote from Dana F. Cole and Company for $5,270.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Tammy?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Angie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What contract do we need to sign with them? or
Yeah, I
anything?
will.
Okay. Reserve account, in short, lived access reserve account.
Next time on the treasurer's report, I have to set up 2 accounts. It will show up on this treasurer's report. One will be a reserve account, and it will be 10% of our annual payment. So every year, $2,841 has to go into that account. That is a reserve fund for any major repairs. Hopefully, you don't need to use that, but it will be there. USDA has to approve us spending that money. And then the other account is a short-lived account, reserve account, of $1,000 a year for the replacement of the lift station pumps. They must consider 10 years about the life of those pumps. So that, they'll show up on this treasurer's report next time. I don't know how soon I have to show money in that.
Okay.
The USDA will be telling me that when we
Okay.
close. But we'll have to start doing that every year. So I'll
Okay.
just take, some of the sewer payments will just go
Put it
into
over
that.
into
They'll
that.
just show into that every year.
Yeah.
Required
I usually
amount.
do it once, like at the
Okay.
beginning of the year.
Okay, so that
And that,
meets their
yeah,
requirements there
right.
then, and all the lagoons things except for the loan closing here then.
yeah, we'll be doing that, and I have to get a payoff letter from the bank
Okay. All right.
too, so I will talk to them tomorrow and
Okay.
get that taken care of.
Okay, well then, I think it looks like we could come down to the claims, treasurer's report and the minutes. Motion and second then.
I'm about done here.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
slipped
looking for
one
one thing here.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
just curious.
Yeah, you need to holler at me. Because I was looking at it, not paying attention.
Did I miss it?
I got a letter from her. This is the letter, but it doesn't,
Oh, I missed it.
but I called her today. Oh, yeah, it does say the trips on it.
We had it attached.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Is that for this one?
No, that's for.
Junior center. Lunchroom, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was last month.
Okay. All right, now did you get, looked at
Yes.
this one to end?
Yep.
Okay. I'll let Tammy look what she wanted to look at too.
That's for the, things around the south.
Just near the back.
It's near the
Shouldn't be getting close to it.
Right there.
Did you end up getting burned?
Mhm. We sprayed twice. And of course it rained, I think.
After.
Pardon?
I'll move to approve the claims service report.
I'll second it.
Motion's been. Penny?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Angie? Yes. Jim?
Yeah.
Yes. Blue River Area Agency on, Blue River Area Agency on Aging. And that's our local match of $350.
And that's what it's always been.
And there is a letter in there for you folks to read.
They have a new gal over there, so she's doing it a little different.
Well, it's,
Dashler's was raised from 400 to 500 last night.
Oh, really?
They approved it, and I think Hebron's was on Monday night. So,
but they probably, I don't know if we have anybody riding or
I
not
was-
riding.
they've done like 6,000 some trips within the county for the
Mhm.
last year. And like almost, was it 700 to Lincoln and Omaha?
216
Oh,
in Lincoln,
216 Lincoln.
6,073 local
Yeah.
trips.
Right.
I've seen it in county.
But yeah, I think Hebron and Dashler use more, but I think that's why they bumped both of
Mhm.
I mean, it's
those up.
available,
Yeah.
people need
Yeah.
to use it. So,
But anyway, that's what has always been, and it's just for information. And then they'll bill us for it.
Is the one for here, can anybody,
Well, for older people who are disabled, I believe, can use it.
so it's there, preferably as you can, anybody can run down, it's a fee to write it.
Oh,
Well,
really?
I think this costs a little bit to write it.
Oh, it's
No.
not-
I don't have any idea.
I think so,
No,
because I think
Not
we
that
have,
old.
It's so much a mile, I believe.
I think it is, yeah.
Mhm.
It's minimal, you know, so.
And there have people in the past that used it a lot, which is, there seem to be anybody right now using it, but, I don't know, is that, might be some of that also tied in on the meals too, part of this fee, I believe, on bringing out, the senior
Meal deals,
diner meals
yeah.
too, because that's through the same, agency. Okay. I don't know, I suppose, take a vote on going ahead and accepting our match, I believe.
Well, they will send
Are
us.
they gonna just bill us?
Oh, yeah, they bill us.
Okay.
This is
Just to let us
basically,
know about it. Okay,
Right.
You'll just get it in the claims when we get.
so we
down.
have it in our
Okay.
budget and everything.
Okay, all right. Well, then we won't need, when we budget prep.
Yeah, we need to work on that. If there's a couple that wanna meet with me and look it over once and see what we need to do, and because I'll have to be getting it to the CPA this month. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just get in touch with you. We'll get together some night, just so you can kind of see what goes on with it.
Okay, Alan, have some water reports for us?
Really don't have a lot to report. Samples have come back good. Our water usage is way down, and you can tell with the amount of rain that we've had. Took some special samples for lead and copper this month. We do that at 5 locations every 3 years. They all came back good. Did a little pit maintenance. We put in a new curb stop at one residence. Basically, everything else, it seems to be running pretty smooth, so. Anybody have any questions? Sure like to answer them. Judy?
The water meters. when you guys read the meters and stuff. Everybody's meters are working pretty good now. I know we had trouble in the beginning. And
They have to ask Donna, but we had a few where that little thing, we call it an ERT, an ERT, they were placed on top of this foam insulator inside the pit. And it seemed like a lot of the meters in the southern part of town here, closer to the railroad track, we thought it was vibration from the trains. The foam insulators would work their way down and sit right on top of the meter. And you need the ERT way to the top. So we made some brackets to bring them up to the top. And hopefully that'll help with that. But Donna used to be able to go 1 or 2 places, and she had to go 4 or 5 places to read different areas in town, and hopefully she can go back to 1 or 2 places.
her meter that she uses to read with, when does it be calibrated again?
I really don't know. They never said anything about calibration.
It needs to be checked on because they should be calibrated at least once or twice, to find out. Because if they get dropped or anything like that, then the calibration's off.
Excuse me, we can check with,
Yeah.
with Tyler and find out, what we got to do.
It's just a question,
Sure, that's fine.
anytime you're
It's a good-
using
it's a good
computer.
question.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions? See, that's basically all I've got.
Thank you. Okay. Well, did you see that? It's just, yeah, leaf damage? Yeah, that's right. It's okay.
I'll move we adjourn.
Very much.
Yes, that's it.
Jeremy?
Yes.
Angie?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
Yeah, no. I called me one.
And everybody jump up at once.
Now are we adjourned? We can talk again?
Oh, yes, we can talk and go outside.
We can talk now?
I think so, Jim. Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
Maybe it's outside.
I really had a question about that.
I don't know. I have no idea. And it just looks
You're late.
Maybe it's a special meeting for the special.
what?
For the ones that have a special website.
Oh, yeah, that hate group?
The hate group.
Well, that's what it is. What else would you call it?
Huh?
Yeah, they're gonna sit in there, and that's the special people wanna find out how they're gonna get Rick out of
I'm
town.
gonna find out all the names.
Are we actually gonna have an audit?